Yo, you got the original Longbow coming at you with a quick little video. We're going to talk about the landmass we know of as the state of Illinois, right? And it's also going to be a follow-up to the video that I made yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I was highly irritated, as you all can tell, even though I meant everything I said. It's just the irritation comes from the fact of me not being able to answer a question that I have, which is, how long is it going to take? You know what I'm saying? How much more do people have to take before they decide to stand up and say, we're not going to deal with this anymore? Okay? But I want you all to understand why I made the comments that I made, and particularly about everything, right, that I said in the video yesterday. Who you looking at on screen right now, man, is a past or former, if you will, governor of Illinois, right? His name was Robert Blagojevich. Okay? Now let's go back one. It says, for his role in the corruption scandal, Blagojevich was sentenced to 14 years in federal prison. After an appeal for his release, U.S. President, notice it don't say USA, U.S. President Donald Trump formally commuted his sentence in 2020, after Blagojevich had been in prison for nearly 8 years. The executive order ended his sentence 6 years earlier. You know, they don't do that shit every day, right? I just want y'all to know that about, ending your sentence way before it's supposed to be ended, right? They don't do that every day, and they don't do it for everybody. Okay? Now, the clown you looking on screen right here, name is George Ryan, all right? He too is a former Illinois governor. Now, we're only going to talk about 2 or 4, right? We're only going to talk about 2 or 4 because I want to move on to other shit. But this cat you looking at on screen, too, was convicted and sentenced to prison. It says a federal jury convicted Ryan in April of 2006 for fraud and racketeering charges. Okay? Federal prosecutors had alleged that under Ryan, the state of probably Illinois, let me click on it real quick. Oh my God. Now where'd the little part go that I was just reading? Okay. It said federal jury convicted Ryan on April 2006 of federal and racketeering charges. Federal prosecutors had alleged that under Ryan, the state of Illinois was basically for sale. That sounds like when they leased the Skyway for 99 years. For any of you brothers and sisters that rock with me that's in Chicago, y'all know about the Skyway. Take you out to Indiana and shit. They accused Ryan of presiding over state government offices that were thoroughly corrupt for at least a decade. This right here, man, be the reason for why y'all hear me say it in the video yesterday, when it's like, when it come down this kind of shit we dealing with and what we have been dealing with since our entire existence, no matter when we woke up to the shit we woke up to or whatever, or how we woke up to it, this is an example of what I mean when I say, man, I'm not nobody's friend when it come down to this. This is what I mean, because being friendly ain't going to accomplish shit when it come down to this. You're going to have to be serious as fuck. You're going to have to be serious like you've never been serious in your life when it come down to this. All right? I don't want to be friendly when it come down to this. I don't want to be your friend, man. Your friends get you killed when it come down to this kind of stuff. We'll be friendly when this is over. Because it doesn't make any sense. It was corrupt. It's a thoroughly corrupt. Thoroughly, that means from the rooter to the tutor. Corrupt for at least a decade. Do you know we have not had a halfway decent mayor since this man right here? Only halfway decent mayor, and they got rid of his ass. Trust me, motherfucker, you got to go. This guy right here. Harold Washington. He was probably the literal and probably the only halfway deep. Notice I said halfway decent mayor of Chicago that we ever had. After they bumped this dude off, because he's supposed to have a heart attack. They supposed to went in his office and found him slumped over his table, over his desk or wherever, he's sitting there at his desk. They supposed to found a man slumped over his joint, dead than a motherfucker in City Hall. Do you understand? They claim he had a heart attack. Okay? He was the one that was responsible for taking the state police off of Lakeshore Drive and told them motherfuckers that the Chicago police had to patrol that little stretcher of road along the waterway, along Lake Michigan. You dig? He was responsible for that. He was one of the only half-decent mayors I know about. Luckily, I was alive when he was the mayor. Luckily. And they knew he was going to get reelected. They knew it without a shadow of a doubt. Even the pale people held him down. They knew he was going to get reelected. And they killed him. That's my take on that. Okay? So, getting back to Governor Ryan, and I just lost my what's name. Getting back to this guy here. They say what that part say? It say they accused Ryan of presiding over state government offices that were thoroughly corrupt for at least a decade. And y'all wonder why I get on here and I go ham like yesterday. You wonder. It's like, come on, man. Are you fucking serious? And then also, too, this also solidifies when I say, how in the hell is this not the people's fault? This proves it. This is why I be like, man, I don't care about your feelings. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't. Oh, he cussed too much and he be loud and I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do what you looking at right now. So the hell with how you feel. Okay. Ryan steered lucrative state government contracts and leases to friends and governments inside who gave him his family vacations, gifts, and cash. It was cronyism, where contracts were awarded to people were given inside information, they were acting upon it, and at times George Ryan stepped into the process to make sure that those interests were taken care of. I might be wrong about this. I could be wrong. I had to do a little bit of research. But if I'm not mistaken, he was the governor doing that trucking scandal. When the whole trucking scandal shit went down here in Illinois, y'all don't remember that? Well, with them giving out bogus ass CDL license to people who really didn't qualify, and them motherfuckers got out there and got behind the wheel of rigs and shit and ran people completely the fuck over. If I'm not mistaken, he was the governor at the time when that happened. Okay? A lot of families lost their lives, man. A lot of family members lost family members from getting trucks ran up their ass on the highway, man, because you done gave a bogus ass license to somebody who did. How could you do that, man? Think about it. You driving semi trucks, man. They was giving people, and this for anybody who got a CDL, right? Anybody out there, and I know a couple of y'all, talk to y'all, got y'all phone numbers and shit. I know a couple of y'all that got CDLs. Think about that, man. These people were not qualified. They was basically just under the table. Here go a couple of dollars, here go your license. And they was out there killing people, man. Hauling 100,000 pounds, doing 60, 70 miles an hour on the highway, and you done fuck somebody's whole understanding up with that big ass truck because you don't know what you're doing. DOT came in and set all kinds of regulations behind that bullshit. The federal DOT as well as Illinois DOT, they stepped in and was like, oh, hell no. And if I'm not mistaken, he was the governor. So when you look at this article that I'm reading, Okay. Then not to mention when you get to talking about the contracts and who was awarded bids and shit like that, this is the reason for why you don't see none of our people building bridges and repaving roads. And when you do find a brother, they got him digging the hole and everybody else standing around this motherfucker. Okay. So this is the reason for why I was the way I was yesterday. With the exception of what I brought up about the NFL thing, because I got to do another video on that. I know some of y'all want me to start back doing these breakdowns of these movies and a lot of these psyops and shit that they be running, and and I know that, but y'all already know that they gonna attack my channel. I still got the breakdown that I did to the movie They Live. I still got that movie. I could upload that as a throwback, but the minute I do it, y'all already know what's gonna happen. Especially for y'all who been down with me since my first channel, y'all already know what's gonna happen. Hell, they hit Jim Redwolf with copyright strikes for music that ain't got no copyright on it. And he can prove to you that they ain't got no copyright. And he done reached out to these buzzards. And they still talking shit to him about a copyright. So what you think will happen if I... what you think gonna happen, man, if I start breaking down shit? You know? All right, so now where do I want to go next with this? So now, this douchebag that you're looking at right here is the current asshole. That's the governor. Fucking fat, no-neck, having weirdo-looking motherfucker. Another weirdo that I won't listen to. Not listening to you. Fuck you. I'm not listening to you. Okay? This is the asshole that was supposed to ban the assault weapons. Now look at this shit. Illinois teachers file lawsuit against the Pritzker COVID mandates. State's attorneys filed lawsuit against Governor Pritzker alleging SAFE Act. 50 motherfucking people, 50 counties. 50 counties on this particular article. This was the Safety Act where they were talking about letting people back out on cashless bails for rape and murder, and you go and sodomize a motherfucker's mama and shit. And if they catch that nigga, they just gonna fingerprint him and put him back on the street. Okay? Motherfuckers suing their ass over this like, you out of your fucking mind. Even I don't agree with that. And I know the judiciary process is fucked up. I know that, the whole way the situation is set up, and highly due to 27 CFR 72.11, you dig? We know that it's bogus. But even I don't agree with you motherfucking just catching a motherfucker for rape and you just fingerprint this nigga and put him back on the streets. That's going to cause a huge problem. A huge problem. And 50 people from 50 counties, different counties, got together and was like, what the fuck are you doing? Even the Supreme Court stepped in and was like, no. But you want to ban assault weapons, right? Like, make it make sense. Make that make sense, just like I want you to make sense of how people just sitting back and they not saying shit. Governor Pritzker sued over mask mandates for Illinois schools. So now, then another thing that becomes of this, right? Seeing that I have sued, made an effort to sue somebody before as well. How does this work? Do you sue just to get whatever it is that they're trying to do stopped? Or is there some sort of monetary gain that comes behind this? And if this shit is criminal, if it's unconstitutional, then ain't that like unlawful, what they're doing? Whatever it was they attempted to do that was deemed unconstitutional, ain't that shit unlawful? And if the answer to that is yes, then why aren't there any repercussions? Oh yeah, that's right. Because the fucking people are not holding them responsible. Damn, I keep forgetting that fucking shit. These idiots are in the way. The cowards are in the fucking way. Class action lawsuit targets Governor Pritzker for mandatory masking. Downstate judge tosses decision voiding Pritzker's executive order. Clinton County man sues Illinois governor over school mask mandates. Second Illinois lawmaker to file suit against Pritzker's stay-at-home orders or executive orders or wherever the fuck it was. And you're going to sit up here and tell me that this shit don't keep happening because of the people? First off, how did he get reelected? Do anybody got any answers for that? Maybe it has something to do with that thorough corruption that they was talking about with Governor Ryan. Maybe that shit has came back. You locked up Rod Blagojevich. You locked up Governor Ryan. And two other fucking governors that we're not going to even talk about. I ain't going to even get into them. And people are literally just sitting back on their ass. Doo-dee-doo. Then, not to mention, I keep bringing this shit up because I can't help it. Look at what the fuck we're dealing with. Uh-oh. Here it is. You have Illinois, going back to the DUNS number list. You got the state of Illinois. DUNS number is 065232498. They list the largest city in Illinois, which is Chicago. They DUNS number is 556057207. So that means anything in Chicago that you see that say City of Chicago on it, like Chicago Police, City of Chicago Municipality, I forgot what it say on the traffic tickets. I forgot exactly what it say at the top. You know what I'm saying? Anything you see that's set up like that on any type of documents, this is their DUNS number. This is the reason for why, like how I told y'all, when it come down to some moving violations in Cook County, okay? Because if I'm not in Cook County and it happened, then I just deal with whatever fucking county I'm in, all right? But if I'm dealing with Cook County, I always send Iris Martinez some fucking tax papers, okay? Always. Okay? This fucking heifer right here. Right? This fucking chick you looking at on screen right here, I have reached out to her via certified mail on more than one occasion. And I'm talking about I sent it directly to 50 West Washington, Chicago, Illinois, 60602, room 1001. Why? Because going back to the DUNS number list, like I told you, they are a corporation. When you look up the City of Chicago's DUNS number on Dun and Bradstreet and you pull it up, it's going to be registered to that address. And the room number is 1001. That is her office. It's her office. This is the reason why me and Janet chop it up about this. Because she, like, out of all the people I deal with, she the closest person to me. Nobody else is near me. And she's still in Cook County. She's not in the city, but where she live is still Cook County. This is the reason why I shove this down her throat every chance I get so she understand if they fuck with you, this is you one of the first motherfuckers you want to reach out to is this woman right here. And I tell that to anybody that's in Chicago. Anybody that's in Cook County. They giving you moving violations and all this other dumbass bullshit. Send that lady a Form 56. I done reached out to the woman. I done told her. Matter of fact, I remember I reached out to her one time because in the past I had issues with the clerk minions. Not this woman here, but the ones that work under her. I had a problem with them wanting to file my paperwork, right? So I got law. I got, matter of fact, I even got I guess you could turn it into an affidavit, but I have a document that recites the laws and it's kind of set up in the form of an affidavit where it recites the laws about how clerks can go to prison for that shit. Refusing to file your paperwork and all that, man, you can go to prison for that. I sent, listen to me, man, go to show you, and I'm not fucking playing with y'all. Listen to me. I sent this motherfucking lady that same document right along with the shit that I wanted filed. And I'm like, lady, I know for a fact you seem like a nice woman. You seem like a very nice lady. I know you like to do your job. You probably love doing your job and you're probably great at it. But I know you don't want to be accused of nothing like this. So would you please file my paperwork? Okay, I've supplied you with 2 copies, right? And I tell her in the letter, I'm like, look, I made it easy for you. I already supplied you with 2 copies. 1 copy is for you to file into the court, and the other copy is for you to timestamp and mail it back to me. That's it. How hard could it be, Iris? And guess what? She fucking filed the paperwork, timestamped the other copy, and mailed it back to me. I do not play with these people anymore when it come down to that kind of bullshit. I have reached out to her regarding traffic tickets after that incident that I told you about and sent the Form 56. I put her name on it. I put the address. I put the ticket numbers and all that information that they want on the Form 56. And when it got down to the part where she's supposed to sign it, because you never sign the Form 56. All right. And as a matter of fact, y'all asses need to be reading the instructions to the Form 56 before you even decide to do this fucking shit. All right. You need to do your own research. Okay. But I filled out the entire Form 56 right down to where she was supposed to sign it. And I left it blank and sent it to her with a copy of the tickets. I sent it to her personally. To, 50 West Washington, Chicago, Illinois, 60602 apartment, room number 1001, which is on the 10th floor, 1001, which is actually 11 in numerology, and according to numerology, 11 is the master number. But needless to say, that's in basic numerology. Zeros don't count in basic numerology. But anyway, I sent it straight to her. Like, yeah, man, this is what it is, family. Here you go. Straight up. And guess what? Well, threw the case out. They still holding traffic court via Zoom. Do you understand that there don't be 1 cop in the chat? Not 1 police officer's in the chat. Don't you understand how fucking unlawful that is? If you cared like how I cared about making this shit go away, you all would be just as passionate about it as I am. Or at least passionate enough for a motherfucker to stop being afraid, for a person to stop being trifling, for a person to stop being lazy and get off their fucking ass. Straight up. I sent some motherfucking taxpayer, motherfucking cop slid down on me with some liquor in the cup. Wrote me one of them little bogus ass $500 citations and shit. I sent that right back to their motherfucking ass. And when I got a response, I told them I didn't want a contract with them. And I got a response saying that the shit I sent to them was invalid and this, that, and the other and blah, 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 woo, woo, and I owe the money. Right? And it was signed by an administrative law judge. Got his name on it the whole 9 yards. I sent that some bitch some tax papers. I ain't heard shit else from these people. I sent them some tax papers. You know why? Because first off, what you got to understand about the Form 56, you just appointing them as the trustee over the situation. As the beneficiary to the all capital letter name and to the fucking Sesta K Trust, they're supposed to discharge that or do away with it within the best interest of the beneficiary, which is you. Now, if you're unwilling to do that and you just move forward and you hook and book me anyway, no, Mr. Tankersley, you owe the money. You're going to pay this. Here it is. It's signed and dated and stamped by the judge. Okay. All right. So you're just going to ignore the Form 56. You're going to ignore your fucking trustee fiduciary responsibility. You're going to pretend like I'm really not the beneficiary. You're going to pretend like I'm the fucking straw man. All right. This is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to take that same Form 56 that you ignored and you went on and hooked and booked me anyway. I'm going to take that same one, fill it out, write down the way you're supposed to sign it, leave that part blank. Then I'm going to fucking fill out a Form 3949A. That's just the IRS's snitching form. And I'm going to attach that with the Form 56 with a nice little letter to the IRS saying, hey, man, I think you might want to look at these people. I think they're cheating you. I'm going to give them a copy of the tickets, the judge's orders, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to send all that shit to the IRS. And like I told you before, they will investigate. Now, I have not had to do that. And I think I've expressed this to you all before. I haven't had to go the route of sending it to the IRS. You know why? Because they've always left me the fuck alone. Just like that night when the police tried to hook and book me for some straight bullshit, and I'm sitting in front of my homie crib and shit, and I was parked, and the motherfucker slid down on me while I was parked like a straight up road pirate. Two dumbass fucking Chicago cops fucking with me for no goddamn reason, talking this bullshit, right? Over some shit. It wasn't even a moving violation. I was pulled over to the side of shit. You ain't even fucking stop me, you bitch. Motherfucker, oh, we gonna impound your car. We gonna do this, that, and the other, and woo, woo. And I'm spitting pure game at these motherfuckers. Like, bro, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. I can't control what you do. The only thing I know is what I'm gonna do after you do what you do. Period. I ain't finna argue with you. Matter of fact, that was that night I made that motherfucker get a supervisor. They was so fucking mad. They were so mad at me, man. I made them get their supervisor. Straight up. And told them, like, you gonna get your fucking supervisor, because if the way you yelling and screaming at me, you kind of hostile, man. You may pull out your motherfucking gun. And at least before you pull the trigger, I want another witness here. They was looking at me like they was so motherfucking mad. Now, imagine I got a witness. One of my little homies that I worked with when I was working for the Mack truck dealership and shit. He with me. I'm at his crib. We parked in front of his house. They didn't listen to me. I spit so much ether on them that night, they didn't even bother him. And he like 15, 18 years younger than me. He a youngster. They ain't say shit to him. And you know how they do you in Philly and New York and LA and Chicago and Miami. Have many niggas in the car. Everybody got to get out the car. Everybody got to pull their pants down. Everybody got to bend over and spread them and all this other punk shit. They do it to all of us in all of these major cities. They didn't say one word to that man. And when they finally said something to him, they referred to him as sir. And if you think it's some bullshit, I'll get the man on the phone. They say, sir, you're going to have to step out of the car because we're going to arrest your friend and we're going to impound his car. He got out of the car and he stood there on the sidewalk until we pulled off. They left my car sitting there. I was driving a 2014 Acura TL with the all-wheel drive. And they left the car sitting there. They didn't search the car. I got weed in the car. I got karambits and shit. I got karambits all in the center console, all in the pocket of the driver door and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got me a few little weapons in my shit. Motherfucker try to run up on me, you gonna get your throat cut. You know what I'm saying? They didn't find none of that shit. Didn't search the car. Oh, we're gonna impound your car. And I told them, I say, bruh, the minute the city get here and they hook my car, you just paid for it. You know why? Because I'm going to send you some tax papers, homie. That shit is considered income. You know what they do to them cars at the pound if you don't come back and get them. Whether if they impound your shit because, you know, like what they was threatening to do to me that night, or if you get like a boot on your shit and you can't get it out and they end up coming to get it after 3 days and take it to the pound. You know what the fuck they do with them cars if you don't come get them? They sell them. All the IRS know, all the Internal Revenue Service know is that to them, that is considered income and they didn't report it. You have to understand that's where you put their nuts in a vice. They don't report it. It's up to you. That's the reason for the Form 3949A. All you got to do is fucking Google the damn thing and go in the PDF and download it and read the fucking instructions. They tell you exactly what the form is for. And all I'm doing is my you know, my honest duties as an honest man. I want to report some trickery. I want to report some goddamn deception. To the people who say, hey, man, if you know anybody that's doing this, that, and the third, could you please let us know? Okay. So I hope I cleared that up, man, for a lot of y'all when it come down to that. But this is also alluding to, like I said, the reason why I made the video I made yesterday. It's all criminal, man. It's all, the number one thing that makes it criminal is that to you all and to me and to everybody else, they got it dressed up and disguised as a government. But in reality, what they really are is a business. This is the reason for why, getting back to the Dun and Bradstreet numbers. Over here say the state of Illinois. So when you see anything that got that on the buildings, wrote on the side of the vehicles, or wherever the case may be, that right there alone is telling you their business. I don't care if you're in Arizona, Ohio, wherever. If it say the state of Ohio this, or the state of Arizona that, or the state of Texas this, the state of blah, blah, blah that, it's a goddamn business. Texas Dun's number is right here. Houston, I believe, is the largest city in Texas. They Dun's number is right there. You got South Carolina, you got Tennessee, you got Vermont, Virginia, you got Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon. Portland is the largest city in Oregon. Here's they Dun's number. It all lead back to a corporation, whether if it's on a county level, a city level, or the state level. It's all a business. Now you understand why I got so geeked up yesterday. Because it's like, bro, who the fuck are you? You don't fucking tell me what to do and I ain't done nothing wrong. You don't tell me what I can have and what I can't have and I haven't done anything to anybody. How the fuck you gonna sit up here and take the gazillions of semi-auto firearms in Illinois and just say, now you're gonna be a criminal if you got this shit? The fuck? How the fuck? Who the fuck are you? This is the reason why I be like, man, y'all listen to these people? Look at these motherfuckers. You listen to people like Maxine Waters. You listen to people like Nancy Pelosi and shit. Why would you listen to a motherfucker like that? Have you ever looked at that motherfucker? Have you ever took a look? Let's do this. Let's do this. Because this is a good one. This is a good one. I can use this as a good example. Let's go to this heifer right here. This is Kim Foxx. This heifer is the Cook County prosecutor. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this big fraggle rock. Look at this motherfucker. Why am I listening to you? Do you? I don't want to. You know what? I'm not going to talk about this person. I'm not going to do it. Look at the. Do you see this motherfucker? Are you serious? What in the hell? Seriously? And I don't see no hips, by the way. None. No hips. Big ass man head and shit. But needless to say, we're not gonna turn this into that. We're not gonna turn this into that. But this is the Cook County prosecutor. You couldn't prosecute shit over here, lady, without me sending you some fucking tax papers. It's just that goddamn simple. And you can listen to me. Getting back to that shit again. Whether if it's the Form 3949A or the Form 56 or whatever, you can send that to everybody involved. Listen to me, man. They trying to hook and book you for traffic tickets. You can send a Form 56 to the prosecutor and tell that heifer, bitch, if you don't stand down and you decide to plow me anyway, I'm sending your ass straight to the IRS. And we talking about the prosecutor that's in the case. You could do it for child support. You could do it for child support, man. Keep in mind, with child support, it's the all capital letter name that they're coming after. That's why when you go to child support court, everything is in all capital letters. Okay? Because they're trying to force you to enter into a third-party contract. It's just that simple. Why in the hell would I listen to somebody that looked like this motherfucker right here? What the fuck is this? Let me brighten up my screen a little bit. What in the hell is this, man? My God. Like, are you for real? And I'm supposed to listen to you, huh? I'm supposed to listen to you. Seriously? Seriously? You look like you ain't shit. You look like you ain't no good. I want to know what's under this rug she got on. She be wearing some serious rugs. What is this shit under this rug? Do this not look like this person don't have any hair under this fucking rug on her head? Or its head, or whatever the fuck it is. What is this shit we looking at? Here's another weirdo, and this is in Illinois. This fucking weird ass person. The hell is this? What in the fuck? Toni Preckwinkle? Lady, you out of your damn mind. Get the fuck out of my face. Straight up. Get all the way the hell away from me. And this is how I treat these people. I'm just tired, man. Wow, what the hell is this? God damn. I don't take this shit serious. Even with the picture on the right. Now, that's supposed to be a younger person, right? That's supposed to be a younger person. Even with the picture on the right, that still look like a rug on that motherfucker's head. That don't like no goddamn hair. Look at the top right corner of the head. Look at that shit. Ain't nothing under there. What's under there? Tell me what's under there. Not a goddamn, I bet you ain't no roots connected to that shit. What you bet? Fuck, they find this goddamn Charles Barkley looking you know what? Let me stop, because I do want to cover a couple other things. But the fact of the matter is, the point of the matter is, here's another, look at Sammy Davis Jr. and shit over here to the left. Fucking Rat Pack and shit. Get your dumb ass out of here. Straight up. These motherfuckers, man. Look how far back the hairline. Look at how, unless this heifer gonna tell me she got cancer, I only see a man with a hairline like that for both of these clowns, but it really shows on Sammy Davis Jr. You can really see it. The fuck is that, man? Straight up. Y'all better quit playing with me, man. It's just that simple. I don't care about your feelings. I don't give a shit if you like Toni Preckwinkle, and I think she's done good, but fuck out of here with that. I don't want to hear it. It's like I had told Jim Redwood before. I know all these bitches, bro. Trust me, every last one of these clowns, any motherfucker I know that's 1,000% against me, I know who the fuck they are. It's just that simple. Here go another motherfucker. Let me point this clown out. Another goofy. Where this clown ass motherfucker at? This nigga right here. Fucking Timothy Evans, the chief judge of the circuit court of Cook County. This goofy ass nigga. Old Freemason ass nigga. Ain't about shit. He ain't shit. Period. I don't give a damn that he wear the title chief judge or what the fuck they say, what they call it. Chief judge of the circuit court of Cook. I don't care about your titles, homie. You ain't shit. Another clown ass motherfucker right here. And some of y'all should remember this from my original channel. This the punk nigga that presided over my lawsuit. This bitch nigga right here. Michael fucking F. Otto. This the punk that presided over the lawsuit. Remember when y'all didn't hear me out tell the new subscribers a million fucking times I attempted to sue a child protective service judge and the fucking social worker in court for $10 million? This the bitch right here who presided over the lawsuit. Fucking Michael Otto in room 1904 or 1907 or some shit in the fucking Daily Center. Once again, 50 West Washington, Chicago, Illinois. These bitch ass corrupt motherfuckers. And you wonder why. You wonder why I come off like this. Yeah, I know I may use a little bit of too much profanity or this, that, and the other, but look at what it is that I'm talking about. These people are fucking assholes. Period. Four of the Illinois past 10 governors spending time in federal prison. Four. After one, one should have been an atrocity. One, they should have tore Springfield up after one. And you mean to tell me 3 more came after? 4 Illinois governors have went to prison. And you got the nerve to tell me when it come down to me bearing arms, you got the nerve to tell me what I can and what I can't have? Man, you out of your goddamn mind. It's just like I was telling y'all in the video I did a couple of days ago when a couple of the people in the comment section was saying to stop using guns and this, that, and the other. And like how y'all heard me tell y'all, I get that. I'm not disagreeing with Lex Will. I'm not disagreeing with the other guy. I ain't. I'm just saying, look, Lex, we can't ignore this shit. That's all I'm saying. This shit, this is fucking ridiculous, man. Somebody got to help me out with this. This shit cannot be ignored. Because if you deal with this first, you don't ever have to worry about being penalized for using some fucking words that you didn't know had double meaning. And that's all I'm saying about that. Now, I get a person may make the argument, well, man, bro, until that time come, you probably shouldn't use them words. And it's like, okay, cool. I got you once again on that. I got you, bro. But this is my part. This is me doing my part to help us get to that point. While we still got to be careful using them words until we get there, right? This is my part and me doing my part in trying to help us get there. By saying, look. I think it's 8 USC number 9. I'm going to touch on this and I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully I can find it. I wanted to show you guys really quick. Was it 18 USC number 9? Let me see. Hold on, guys. I don't remember what the statute is off the top of my head. Come on, get me out of here. But it's about impersonating a U.S. citizen. 8 USC number 9. It might be number 8 or number 9, but let me see. Okay, this is even good too. Look at this shit. 18 USC number 9. Listen to this. It says the term vessel of the United States as used in this title means a vessel belonging in whole or in part to the United States, or any citizen thereof, or any corporation created by or under the laws of the United States, or of any state, territory, district, or possession thereof. All of that shit got something to do with the corporation. United States and the word state is synonymous. Remember, we covered this. Go back to some of my IRS videos, man. I showed y'all the goddamn United States codes under Title 26 showing you what these motherfuckers are saying this mean and that mean under the IRS. The term United States, the term state, territory, districts, it's all corporate. It's all Guam, Puerto Rico, Washington, D.C., the Virgin Islands, American Samoa. That's their territory. That's what they possess. That's what they're in control of. It has nothing to fucking do with America. When you look at something like this, and let me go to number 8 too, just in case. That might be it. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm going to have to do that one on another day because I wanted to show you guys the United States codes that tell you that you can go to prison for impersonating a United States citizen, right? But anyway, getting back to the United States, 28, and I'm finna get out of here. USC 3002, subsection 15A. Subsection 15A tells you that the United States means a federal corporation. So when you add their DUNS number, and keep in mind, you cannot get registered on Dun and Bradstreet and receive that 9-digit number without having an EIN number. These 3 things alone seals the deal about the United States being a fucking corporation. This is it. You need an EIN number to register on Dun and Bradstreet. I got their Dun and Bradstreet number. I gave it to y'all already. 28 USC 3002 subsection 15A tells you that they are a goddamn federal corporation. And even section 15B, an agency, department, or commission, board, or other entity of the United States. That's where you get your department of this, your department of that, the state of this, the state of that. And if that ain't proof enough, we got they goddamn DUNS numbers too. This the original Lone Wolf, man. What they doing is about power, it's about control, and it's about mass murder. You start letting these motherfuckers take away your right to defend yourself against the very fucking people that are hurting you. If you allow that to happen, you can kiss your ass goodbye. I'm out, man. I hope I made myself clear. This shit cannot be tolerated. And until the people get off their ass, this is going to continue. I'm out, y'all.